6, I probably would have did a little something different.
Right.
It doesn't look innovative. There's nothing that says Gary V about this particular shoe.
Well,
if you didn't tell me
here's
this
the
was
thing.
Gary V,
Exactly.
I wouldn't know that it was Gary V.
Well, here's the thing. He wears these on stage when he gives his performances and his speeches.
Well, that's fine and dandy, but you got to look at it on a global aspect. Like Gary V is a niche market as far as inspirational speakers. I only know a handful of inspirational speakers, and the one that can come to my mind is Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
And the reason why he sticks with me so much is because he's been in movies. Shallow Hal. That was one of the movies that it sticks out to me, and that's why the name Tony Robbins still sticks with me. I don't necessarily think these self-help people and these authors of all these different books are useless. I don't think that. But for me, I don't think there's a recipe to get rich fast or be successful fast. I think it comes from a lot of your failures that derives where you are and how to approach things. Obviously, you're going to get as much knowledge as you can. And that's cool that he wears them on stage. That's number one promotion, especially when your videos are getting millions of hits every day or whenever he puts out a video. When your attendance ticket costs $500 to get into the seminar, I get it. Those are the people that have disposable income that can spend $200 on a leisure shoe. And I can't even act like I don't, because I bought a pair of Yeezys. I buy Jordans. I don't really buy them as much anymore, but it's more of the sense of I'm not trying to keep cool and keep up with the Joneses anymore. Like, I wear the shoe because I like it, because it's comfortable.
Right.
And it doesn't matter if it costs $10. If it costs $10 and I liked it, so be it. Unfortunately, the shoes I like cost $150, $175, $200, $300, you know? But, you know, it's a clean-looking shoe. It's a real clean-looking shoe, but you just lost me with the $200 price point. I can't get behind that. I couldn't co-sign that.
Yeah, so this is his first run at a shoe, though. You know, so he's not going to be perfect.
I understand that. It's just brand recognition, like I said. Like, I think he might have saw maybe a budding market to where he could be the reason why the upsell and swing of sales. He would be the reasoning for that. But I think I would have went more towards a practicality, because it's not always about how big the bag is or how much they pay you for your endorsement.
Yeah.
It's more about sustainability as like, what's this going to do for my brand? What's this going to do for the longevity of my career? Now, if you want to appeal to the 30 and up, that's a great route, but I think there's better routes. Like I said, Skechers. You got guys like Howie Long, Joe Montana. These are former football players that are sponsored by that particular brand. Now, there's all kinds of like lawsuits going on because Skechers are stealing
from Nike
and all that other stuff.
Looks like the Air Maxes.
Yeah. So, you know, there's a give and take. You're really only constructed by the brand's willingness to have your input. I think my own silhouette would have been what I've done if I was Gary Vee, instead of taking an already done silhouette, throwing a little different colors here and there, different materials on the upper, and maybe a custom insole on the inside. There's probably graphics on the insole that makes it his shoe, you know. And I just, to be honest with you, if you didn't tell me these were Gary Vee's, like I said, I wouldn't know.
You're right, but Gary Vee, I think, is betting on. He's got such a huge customer base that he's just going to hook a whole bunch of his millions of followers.
I get that. But you got to understand, like, with our society today, we have such a low attention span that trying to reinvent the wheel might not be the best, you know, method. Do I think a Nike collaboration would have been better? Absolutely not.
Really?
No. Or even an Adidas collection. Like, I don't think that would have been the right place for him. He found a place where he could probably do a shoe line, and he could probably do a clothing capsule as well, you know, with this company, and it'd be relatively successful. I just don't know how well this is going to be, and I'm interested to track it and see where it goes.
Well, I've already tracked it. These have been out for like maybe a year. He has like 2 or 3 versions after this one. This is like his first run, and he was really brave in actually talking about this is what Ice-T used to wear. Like he's talking about actual gangsters, you know.
Right.
So that was bold. That was really.
Well,
really
you
bold.
got to think about it too. Back in the '80s, you didn't really have massive amounts of styles. You know, prior to Air Jordans in '84, I mean, you had Pony, you had the Kangaroo brand. I forget the name of it. Ruse. K-Swiss. You had Adidas, but with the silhouettes, like with Adidas, you really had a limited Puma.
Yeah.
Converse. You know, you had a really limited amount of silhouettes that you're able to offer from each brand. Now, I mean, you can get a chunky shoe. Like chunky shoes are in now. Fila's are back. You know, Givenchy uses them. Gucci uses them. You know, but for me, it's just I'm not into the high end fashion to the point where I would drop $895 for a pair of trainers. I just, you know, I'm just not in that method. And it's funny where, you know, because the sock shoe, now that's a real big thing now with everything. Like the NMD uses that too, you know. Balenciaga. I see you have your customs right here.
Yeah, these exotic sock shoes. Yeah, that's why they're popular. So that's why.
Yeah. I just can't see myself paying the amount of money for that. Elaborating more on the chunky shoe aspect, 2 Chainz collaborated with Versace. The chain reactions,
Yes.
those are clean.
I've actually felt them. They're super, super high quality.
Yeah.
They're nice and heavy. But are you going to pay, what are they like?
14? I
$1,400?
think so.
Or are you going to go to DHgate and get them for like $80?
See, I think a lot of the problem with today is clout chasing. People want you to see that Balenciaga on their shoe or against their whether the handbags they wear across the shoulder strap bags. They want you to see that because they want you to recognize that they're wearing that brand. I think that's where we're at in today's fashion.